All right. Well, hi, Ashton. Thank you for joining me today. I'm so excited about interviewing you today, especially because this is something that I've been wanting to get done. So, Ashton is here with Weedman, and I'll let Ashton tell you what he does. Okay. So, tell us a little bit about Weedman. How long have you guys been in business?
Yeah. So I'm with the operations department at in our local franchise. So I just help make sure that the day-to-day business operations are functioning great, and that our customers and our technicians are, have everything they need to give and get a great service. Um, Weedman has been, as a whole, has been in business for over 50 years. Our local franchise has been in business for just over 14 years. So we combine our knowledge of the local area with the years of lawn care experience that Weedman has to deliver the highest level of service for our customers.
Yeah. So I got a knock on my door, and of course, I got to the door too late, and there was nobody there. I walked out on my porch. I'm looking around, and your technician is at my neighbor's house,
Hmm.
and so he comes over, and I was so excited to talk to him because my yard looks crazy. Like, we've got some bare spots, we've got mostly just weeds, and our next door neighbor, absolutely beautiful lawn. And I grew up in the country, so I've always had just like Bermuda grass and just, weeds.
What it is. Yep. Yep. I know what you mean.
And I want my yard to look like my neighbor's yard. But I always thought I couldn't afford it. So I was so excited to get to speak with him and find out more about what you guys do. So why don't you tell us, how would you describe the service that you provide to your customers?
Yeah, no, good question. So essentially, the goal of our service is to preserve the health of your grass while keeping any unwanted weeds or pests out. So it's a year-round job. Each season presents its own opportunities and challenges to maintain optimal health for your grass. What we do in each season takes care of any current problems while also preparing the lawn for future conditions. So, for example, we'll put down pre-emergence strategically throughout the year to prevent certain weeds from even cropping up in the first place. Or another example would be putting down certain products during the winter that will help strengthen the roots and help your grass green up faster in the spring. So um, we're putting down products to help the grass grow green and to keep the weeds out.
Oh, awesome. Yep, that's exactly what my yard needs.
Mhm.
So, how often do you actually come by to treat?
So our program is a 7 application program with an aeration. So we come out at least 7 times a year for our, whenever we're treating with products, and it's going to be spaced out in about somewhere in the 5 to 7 week interval. So we've timed it out as long as we're continuing to keep up with your lawn at those intervals, we should be able to maintain a beautiful lawn. And then the aeration that we come by and do is going to happen sometime in the late spring, midsummer. And then in between all that, we do free, unlimited reapplications in between services as needed. So you just call in, text in if you feel like, sometime between that 5 to 7 week interval, there's something that needs to be handled.
Okay. And so and I'm asking for myself. What treatments are included in your lawn care programs, and are there additional services you provide?
Yeah, so the extent of our program is we cover weed control using post-emergent. So that's for the weeds that are currently there, and pre-emergent. So weeds, trying to take care of weeds before they even crop up. We service weed control on all of our visits. Two of those 7 visits will include fertilizer. So one typically in the early spring and one in the summer. Our standard program does include a core aeration that will help boost the health of your lawn, as mentioned earlier. In addition to the standard program, we have our free reapplications in between services. Some of those weeds can be really stubborn. They may need to be hit twice, just depending on the type of weed. So if you see something, let us know. We'll come out ASAP. So there is one weed, and it's actually fairly prevalent in the Montgomery area, that falls outside of our program. It's a very stubborn, very hard to treat weed. It's called Dallas grass. We have a reduction over time program for Dallas grass. It requires its own schedule outside of that 5 to 7 week interval, and it requires special products. And so to just make sure that if you have that weed on your lawn, we want to be able to service it, but we also don't want to charge customers who don't have that weed. We don't want to, right. So that's why we've separated that service just for the people who have it. But that option is available, and we do want to give it the amount of attention that it's due, because it's a very tough weed to get rid of.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So I probably have that.
We'll see. Your technician will let you know and kind of give you a heads up whenever, if and when we see it, because it's something that we address ASAP. My yard in Montgomery, before I ever got a lawn care service, I had to resod my entire back lawn because Dallas grass took over. And I didn't, at the time, I didn't know what it was. Now I do. So I know that staying on top of it is crucial.
Oh, God, I hope I don't have it.
Yep. Well, better to start now than start later, because
Yeah, because then once we start the service, then I don't have to pay for it after we've gotten rid of it, and my lawn is good because you have separated that out for the customers.
yes,
I think that's very important.
and maintaining that a healthy lawn, healthy thick grass is one of the best defenses against some of those weeds coming in. Because if it's nice and thick, new weeds don't have anywhere to take root. So outside of that, we do offer mosquito control services.
Okay.
There are some other insect services that we provide, like insects that are going to be prevalent in your lawn that might destroy the lawn, or maybe they're just harm for you and your family. So some of those are mole cricket, fire ant, and chinch bug. We do come across lawn diseases. So if you do have a lawn disease that our technician identifies, that is a separate service you can purchase. So any of those can be added on at any time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you need to do to make it a smooth process when Weedman comes to treat?
Yes. So we have a text ahead process where you'll get a text the day before letting you know that we've scheduled you to be for us to come out. So if you have pets or locked gates, if you could just send us a text back and let us know that you've acknowledged it, that we're coming, so we can know that your pets are inside, secured, and then the gates are either unlocked or our technicians have access to the backyard. Something else that helps is maintaining a regular watering schedule. So we recommend 3 days a week for 45 minutes to an hour per area your sprinkler covers for best results. So your grass is a living organism. It needs water. Optimally, it's going to need to stay nice and healthy and green. It's going to need more than what the brain provides. So if you want to get the most out of the service, staying on top of watering definitely helps. And if you have any questions about that, our technicians can always help make recommendations or suggestions on how to best go about watering the lawn. Lastly, I would say keeping up with regular mowing, usually once every week or two, depending
Mhm.
on the time of the year, but keeping your grass within a certain height range will help it stay healthy and grow nice and thick.
Okay, well, perfect. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to start watering my lawn then. I've always that might be
Definitely
why it's a
helps.
little brown during the summer, especially the summer when it got really
When
dry.
it gets hot, that water will, it just soaks up the water out of the soil. So we got to put it back in there.
Yeah, yeah. And then so what uh should we do when we have a question or a concern?
Yeah. So I think we're really easy to work with. You can give us a phone call or you can send us a text. Our customer service team is available and happy to help. You can also talk to your technician when they're on your lawn.
Mhm.
In addition to that, we have a customer portal that you'll have access to, and you can request a follow-up call or a visit on your lawn through the portal.
Oh, cool. I did not know that. That's
Mhm.
actually really good. Okay, so
Yep.
and as a real estate agent, I know that anytime you ask anyone to sign anything, it's scary. Like even if it's just a disclosure and it's not a contract. So how does your contract for service work?
Glad you asked. So we are a no contract company. We don't believe in contracts. We believe in results. So we think that when you do what you say,
Mhm.
you go in, you're not going to need a contract. So we don't box you in with that. You can start and stop at any time. But every visit, we're fighting to keep your business.
Wow, no contracts.
Yep.
God. Okay. So we're working on the honor system. I love that.
Right.
And I mean, we're paying you guys to come out and absolutely we'll see the results. That's the biggest key. And I think that's what people want to see are those results. I mean, I know that's what I want. I want to make sure, after I get mine done, I'm gonna send you guys on down the street and talk to everybody and recommend you guys because I would love for our entire street to look good, starting with my own property, because I'm ruining the aesthetic of our neighborhood,
Mhm.
and I really think that that helps keep the property values up, having a really beautiful lawn, and I
Yep.
just want that lush grass that my neighbor has, and I've never had that because, like I said, I've always lived in the country and we've just always had Bermuda grass or whatever, just whatever seed my dad threw down.
Yep. Well, that beautiful grass doesn't just happen, right? It takes work and effort
Yeah.
and following up. Yep.
So, okay, well, I'm gonna unlock my gate, secure my pets. How will I know that you visited? Because I'm also gonna go off to work.
Right. So you'll have that text letting you know when we're going to come. Um, those texts are interactive, so it may look like like an automated text, but you can actually respond, and our customer service can chat with you through text message. Um,
Okay.
but when we're on the lawn, our technician will always knock on the door. So if you are home, you're going to know that they're there. If you have like a ring camera or like a video camera doorbell, they're going to ring that, so you're going to see them, come up to your front door, and then if you're there, obviously we can answer any questions you have. We'll even talk to you through the doorbell camera, which that's always fun. Uh, the day and age we live in, the technology we have is pretty cool. And then we'll also leave a flag on your lawn, letting you know that it was completed.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. So, I'm definitely gonna want to pay you. So, how does payment work?
So we have a couple options. You can do our standard pay as you go option, where we book your order with a card and process the payment the day after we treat. Um, and of course, we'll send, you'll know when that's going to be because of the text heads. Um, or you can prepay for the year and we'll actually give you a discount for that.
Oh, nice. Okay. Definitely gonna make a note of that one. Because your
Yes.
prices are already really good. But then to offer a discount on top, that's actually really amazing. I love that.
Mhm.
Okay, so what about my pets and kids? And is this going to be, is my lawn going to be safe for the pets and my kids after the applications?
Yeah, so all of our products and applications are EPA approved, pet and people friendly. All we ask is that you give the product some time to dry, which normally takes about 30 minutes at the max. So let that product dry onto the grass, and it's perfectly safe.
Okay. All right. Good. Good. So, and I was walking out back and saw my grass, especially by my shed. It's getting a little long, a little tall.
Yeah.
So do you guys cut grass? Do I need to cut the grass? What do we need to do here?
We get that question a lot. So we don't provide any landscaping or maintenance service. We just specialize in keeping your lawn lush, green, and weed free. So if you're looking for a landscape service, our technicians, they're typically kind of in tune with who's in your neighborhood because we come across those people a lot. So you can ask them and they can help out with recommendations a lot of times. Now, when it comes to us treating around when you cut the grass, ideally, we would want to treat about 2 days before you cut the grass. And the reason why I say that is it helps us identify if there are any weeds present. So they're a little bit easier to see. And also, it gives about 2 days of watering and letting that product soak in. And then cutting the grass after that definitely gives you the full effect. Now, we can treat anytime after you cut the grass. And if there's anything we missed because maybe we couldn't see it because it was cut so low, you can always schedule that free reapplication.
Okay. All right. That's perfect. So, yeah, you'll definitely be able to see all the weeds in my yard.
Mhm.
Okay. So, what about seeding the lawn? Because I told you I have some like bare spots and stuff like that. Do you seed lawns?
So for the grasses that grow in the Montgomery area, we don't need to. Our fertilizer is designed to get the roots of the grass to thicken and spread, and that's going to help fill in any thin or bare spots you have. But on top of that, you're going to want to stay on top of regular mowing and watering to help those spots fill
Okay. And so because I've been wanting a beautiful lawn, I've been on YouTube and looking and stuff, and I've seen and on TikTok people going in with these things, and it's called aeration.
in.
What are the benefits of getting your lawn aerated?
Yeah, so aerations are something that golf courses do. That's how they maintain nice, lush, green fairways. So aerations create the ideal soil environment for your lawn. You can almost think about it like a detox and a booster shot for your lawn. So our core aerations pull small plugs about the size of your pinky out of the ground in order to release any chemical buildup in the soil that is toxic to the roots and for the grass. It also gives your grass's roots better access to nutrients, oxygen, and water by loosening up compacted soil.
Oh my gosh, really?
Mhm.
I never even thought about that. I just kind of assumed like, especially with the chemicals, everything just seeps down. But
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah.
got to get trapped somewhere because it's not in the groundwater. So it gets
There's
trapped in the soil.
Yeah, and there's a
Mhm.
lot of clay in the Montgomery area too, and especially if you have a new build. But there's definitely a lot of clay prevalent. So being able to kind of break up that soil and allow those roots some space to expand, get water, it's very helpful.
So, okay, I'm ready to do this. I already know about pricing. Um, I was so excited about this, and that is kind of what prompted me to ask you for this interview because I always thought to get a beautiful lawn like my neighbors, it was just going to be something I couldn't afford. And so, for anyone who has not had one of your technicians come out and talk to them, um, just tell us about the pricing. We need to
So
find out about the pricing.
yeah, so you can always call into our main line and we can give you a free, no obligation quote at any time. So, um, we don't tie you down to any kind of commitments. We'll give you that quote for free. Our prices, we do try to stay competitive, but we
Mhm.
also believe in our service. So we know that you're going to get what you pay for. If you would like, you can also have one of our technicians come out and take a look at your lawn and walk the lawn with you before even getting started.
Yeah, I have like a standard size lawn. It's not huge. And I get that different people have different sizes lawns, but it's so affordable. So I would say if you're interested, for sure, have a technician come out and look at the lawn and get that quote. Because
Mhm.
I was shocked at how affordable this is going to be for us. Um, Okay, so tell us what separates Weedman from other companies.
Um, well, for one, if you see our guys treating and you see some of the other companies treating, you'll notice that we have a different spray system, and it's actually a patented spray system for Weedman. It allows us to better cover every square inch of your lawn because it comes out in this nice, clean, um, uh, flat spray pattern. So it's almost like painting the lawn back and forth in stripes. We only use the best products to combat the weeds and the best fertilizers to provide a beautiful green lawn all throughout the growing season. Lastly, we take our customer service very seriously. So you to verify this, you can check out our um, Google score. Our Montgomery branch keeps an extremely high score. It's something we take pride in, and we work really hard to maintain.
That's great. And your technicians are so nice. They're polite.
Yeah.
I just I was really impressed when he came by and he spoke with me. So I'm
Mhm.
excited to get this done. I hope more people will have you guys come out and get this done and really get our lawns here in Montgomery looking good. Especially in the subdivisions that don't have HOAs. And there's a lot of us that don't have HOAs. We
Mhm.
don't, and that's why our lawn looks the way it does.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, and
Yeah.
that's this is I'm so excited. I can't wait to have them come out and treat our lawn. Is there anything else you just want to let people know before you go?
I mean, we're excited to service your lawn. I'm so glad that you had a good experience with our technicians. We understand we're coming to your property. We want you to feel comfortable and happy with the person that's going to be out there. We want to be a part of your neighborhood, um, you know, and help your neighborhood have beautiful lawns. So we look forward to helping you out and everybody else in the neighborhood.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Ashton. I really, really appreciate it. And uh, where should people go? Just go to Google and Google Weedman? What should they
So
do?
you can Google the Weedman in Montgomery, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and that you'll be able to find our phone number on that page. Should be super easy. If you actually go to the website that presents, you can also do everything electronically if you'd rather do it that way, or you can call the main line and we'll help you
Okay.
out.
Perfect. And so I will try to put a link down below this video
Mhm.
that'll take people directly to there. So I think that will help, right?
Awesome. Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you taking the time out of your morning to do this. And I'll let you know how things go. And I'm going to send you a before and after picture of my lawn.
Yes, we'll take pictures as well so that we can compare and we love to see the differences we can make. So
All right. Well, perfect. Take care, Ashton. Thank you so much.
thanks. Yep, you too.
All right. Bye.